Hi, Virgo. Welcome. So, Virgo, this is going to be your tarot reading, and we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. When I was meditating to prepare for your reading, I was getting a Sam Smith song, and I honestly don't remember the exact lyrics to it. But the primary part of the song that kept playing is, "You say I'm crazy, but you, what does he say? You say I'm crazy, but you don't think I know what you've done." That song has been in my head literally um on and off since I woke up, but it also came through, like I said, when I meditated on this reading, and I knew I was going to do Virgo today. So you may randomly hear that song. If so, come back to the reading, check out the lyrics. You may resonate with that, or just Sam Smith in general. I'm not really sure what his zodiac sign is either. What is Sam Smith's zodiac sign? If you know it, put it in the chat. But what else I was feeling here, Virgo, is this crazy energy right now because we had a full moon in Gemini, and I knew that it was going to be a pretty volatile full moon because of the retrogrades that are happening. So a lot of upswings in emotion, a lot of true colors showing. You might have felt yourself very sensitive, very emotional, triggered. Okay, a lot of people in the collective felt that, not just you, Virgo, because of the planetary alignments that we have going on as well. But let's get into it and see what kind of cards we get out for you and go from there. Now, it's interesting that this card came out, right? So you have the card of Scorpio as your overall energy. And the reason I say that is because I was torn between doing Virgo or Scorpio first. And then I decided to go ahead with you and then do Scorpio. And so there's some weird connection here too between Virgo and Scorpio energy. You could be connecting with someone who has Scorpio in their birth chart. You might have Scorpio in your birth chart. Or it's just like the influencing vibe, you know? So this energy is all about, it's very intense energy, very passionate, but it's also very transformative. Sometimes it talks about endings, changes. It can be also a very destructive energy, so something to be aware of. But out of destruction comes, new beginnings, though, right? So, like, no matter what, Virgo, there is like this regenerative process that is also going on collectively within the energy here. And it's bringing things to the surface, right? That may feel really deep, but it's so that you could look at what's really going on underneath all of this, okay? Um, let's see what else we get for you, Virgo. Card for Virgo. All right, so you have the Five of Cups. Yeah, I kind of already knew. Hold on a second. Sorry, Virgo. Sorry about that. I had to pick something off the floor. I kind of already knew this was going to be like an emotionally charged type of reading because, again, that is what's going on for a lot of us. And obviously, with the holiday seasons coming up as well, sometimes that can bring its own intense, like sometimes stressful type of energy. It could also bring up nostalgia, which sometimes brings up sadness. And so you might feel all of this as, you go through December and through January. But again, I keep getting the word regenerative. So it's like there's an opportunity within whatever you have going on to come back from something or to regenerate yourself or to do some inner work here. This card talks about sadness, all right, emotions. You might find this just is a very emotional time for you, okay? And that's not always a bad thing. And why am I getting a Christmas song? I'm sorry, it just popped. I have to get it out of my brain. It was it's the holiday season, loop de loop, bippity bop. I don't even know the words to it. I don't know if that's somebody's favorite Christmas song, or maybe you randomly hear that as well over the next month or so. But yeah, so let's get further into the tarot and see what you need to know. I'm going to go through what's on your mind and the headspace, what you need to know. Then we're going to look at your heart, your emotional space, and what's going on there. Then we're going to look at the bigger spiritual picture and what you need to know moving forward. So, Virgo, let's see. You have the High Priestess, the Queen of Pentacles. Whoa, whoa, hold on. Judgment. Okay. The Lovers card and the Queen of Swords. So what's really interesting to me about this, Virgo, is this is all feminine energy. So even if you are a masculine Virgo, you are showing up in your feminine energy. Meaning like the softer part of you, the more emotional part of you, the more spiritual part of you is what's coming to the surface right now. And even if you are a feminine Virgo, if you've been letting your more masculine sides dominate, meaning you're coming more from a place of defensiveness or ego, or I don't want to say that's what masculine energy is about, but if you've been coming from that more ego-driven masculine energy, during the holiday season, you're going to feel a flip into the more softer side of you, into the more compassionate side of you. There's this big feminine influence here in the energy for you, Virgo, regardless. And I'm also getting the word influence. So there is definitely some things influencing a situation that you have going on. There seems to be a decision you need to make around a connection, or that somebody is making about you. This is like all about too, like knowing your worth and what's right for you, what's on your path. The High Priestess here is like this very intuitive, in tune energy, right? And the Queen of Pentacles, which is, I feel this is your energy here, Virgo, whether you're male or female, is like you kind of tuning in and getting back to, I'm hearing your roots. All right. So, it's really important to prioritize whatever makes you feel grounded, safe, secure. I feel like that's, ultimately what is on your path, right? But you got to cultivate that from within. You can't wait for external circumstances to change in order for you to be able to feel okay. There's also this process of learning how to manage your own emotions and make you feel okay. And then the circumstance changes. And a lot of people get it twisted. They think, I cannot feel better unless this, and this changes. But the thing is, this, and this cannot change until you feel better, because you manifest through your mind and your heart, right? And your predominant mood is what you attract to you. So it's actually the opposite of that. This, and this will get better when you find a way to be okay no matter what the circumstance is. When you find the ability to focus and control your own inner dialogue, your own emotions, your own perspective, that's when you see the beneficial changes and solutions begin to come through. It's like, don't look for home outside of you, because home is a place that lives within you, right? And it's largely a part of what you're giving focus to. So there's a big encouragement here to give focus to the things that bring you joy, the things that bring you gratitude, and to get really, really grounded before you make any sort of major decisions here. And definitely not make major decisions when you're in your emotions, right? To wait until you're in this more clear and grounded spot before you make any judgment calls, especially about important relationships, right? Especially about things that are very meaningful to you, that you've given a lot of thought about, that things that are meaningful to you. I'm sorry, I was interrupted with something about renting space. Rent space for free. Don't let negative thoughts rent space in your head, Virgo. Kind of seems like a random message, doesn't it? Some of you might actually be renting, but I'm getting it more as like renting space, like letting things linger and rent space in your head that don't serve you. So let's go into the emotions. It's interesting to me too, because I'm going to wait to see what cards we get out, but I already kind of know, right, before the card even comes. It's like when it comes to your headspace, Virgo, you're very clear, on what it is that you want. And so it's a little confusing to see, all of this emotional stuff coming through when I feel your mind is made up or you're very clear, you know. Let's see. 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. There's that song again. It's the holiday season. I usually listen to Christmas music. Yeah, I'm one of those. I like Christmas music. I don't know why. Some people hate it. I like it. But I usually listen to it a lot as the holidays get closer, and I honestly have not listened to any Christmas music this year. So I just think it's really interesting that I'm getting that song. I don't know where it's coming from. Okay, so in the emotional space here, I feel like you're working on things. One of the things that seems to be surfacing here is issues with abandonment, okay, or loss. And the 8 of Pentacles is all about working on yourself, doing things that are beneficial to you, spending time by yourself. Sometimes this could feel like a loneliness, but I honestly feel like there's a sense of empowerment that's coming out of that, because you also have the Emperor and the Temperance card. So this is like that strength, Virgo, to get your shit together, to move forward, to get done what you need to get done. Sometimes this card can be a very moody energy. So again, be careful with that, because I feel like there might be moments where emotions run really high. But I also feel like at the end of the day, like, you know who you are, because even though this kind of darker energy is at the crown, when I dig deep down, I feel there's a lot more stability, and I'm getting the word serenity, than you let on, or that is available to you. Because this is like a getting shit done type of energy. You know what I mean? I also feel like, and Virgos, you guys are probably one of the zodiac signs that do this the most. Okay, I'll come back to that. I'm getting messages like work through it. But I honestly feel like this energy too is like kind of pushing through something. So what I was going to say is like, you're one of those signs that could feel a lot of emotion, but you're still going to show up. You're still going to, get the job done. Like, you're not one of those signs that like easily succumbs to your own emotions, even though I do feel Virgo is very emotional energy, or it can be very sensitive energy. And the other zodiac sign that's really good at that is Scorpio. So again, another interesting reference there. But there's something here that either you are working through or needs to be worked through, but I'm getting messages like powering through it, but be careful about powering through it when you yourself are running on E. Like, don't over exert yourself. Don't push yourself when you're not really feeling it. Like, give yourself space, Virgo, when you need it, and then, right? So, let's see what else. The 5 of Swords. There's like this hesitancy coming through as well. And it's interesting because I feel like this is kind of coming through the back door almost for you on an emotional level. It's like all of a sudden I felt hesitancy or like uncertainty in the energy or around a situation. If you're uncertain, then that's when you need to take a step back and ask yourself some deeper questions and clarify for yourself, what your true intentions are. What do you really want before you make any big decisions? See, that message has come up 1, 2, 3 times now. Some of you just aren't sure what the future holds, but honestly, Virgo, it looks like the future holds some pretty positive things here for you, because even though you have some of these negative cards showing up, and I don't even like that word, that even though there's some sort of struggle here, right, on an emotional level, but also tending to get into your head, to overthink a situation, to stress, there is all this goodness that can and is coming out of it, right? It all depends on how you refocus this in your mind, because out of something that you cannot make sense of, right, or that has a tendency to maybe make you hesitate or to bring about sadness or some sort of emotion here, out of that is coming greater clarity about what you want for your future. It's opening your mind up. It's opening up your heart. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is one of my favorite cards, because this is like something real, something tangible that is coming to fruition for you, right? So there's some sort of opportunity that's coming that's going to allow you to move forward or communicate or, get something off your chest or to move past something. And don't pass on that opportunity. Right? Because what else is coming through here is a lift in the emotion, a lift in the energy, you getting more clear-minded about what's really on your path. There is some old junk on the emotional front that's stemming from your past, okay, that needs to be overcome, all right? But I actually feel like you are showing up very strong here in overcoming whatever it is that you have going on and being able to be independent, stand on your own feet, and to stay in this like creative energy as well of finding solutions, of going for what you want. If you have been uncertain, right, about how to move about a situation, just wait, because there's an opportunity here for things to open up. And it's almost comes in when you decide not your problem, or when you decide not to stress over something anymore, when you decide to surrender a little bit of control, which is not always easy for a Virgo to do. But it's almost like the keys to what you want is found in surrendering what you cannot control. And then, bam, there is this opening up in the energy. So that word was important too, opening up. There's another part of that song, the Sam Smith song, coming through. He says, all right, it's tearing us up, tearing you up. You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. Sorry, getting all carried away over here. It's so interesting to me that I'm getting that song. And again, I do have like this intense emotional energy crowning this reading, but there's so much more to the story than that. Like there's actually so much more positive here that it's almost like the message from Spirit is like, you're sad because of the way you're choosing to see a situation, not because of the reality, of what it could be or of how it could change, or seeing the silver lining in all of it. And the silver lining is that anytime you go through a contrasting experience that you don't want, you know better than ever what you do want. And then you have choices, right? So there's some sort of choice coming through. So let's see. Oh, geez. I'm not going to take those. They fell to the floor. Let me just get one card for overall guidance for Virgo, and then we'll leave it there. There it is. It says no one else, it says no one else needs to know this. It's not necessary for even one other person to understand the law of the universe. You are the attractor of your experience and only you. This card is talking about like letting go of the need for others to understand you. Nobody needs to understand or know what you know for it to be your truth, right? Because you are the one attracting your own experience. And we go out of alignment when we try and be the controller of everyone else's experience, because it's not our job to control other people's experiences. It's our job to control our own. So, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs that you might be connecting with or have in your own birth chart. I have Scorpio energy here. I have Virgo energy. I have Gemini. I have Sagittarius, Aries, Pisces, Libra. Those are the primary signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have content and videos over there. Check me out over there. Tarot Time with Dana, all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the about section of my YouTube, where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Virgo. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.